Good morning, friends. It's good to see you and have you join us today. Let's begin our circle with calendar. Can you remind us of our month? April. April. Yesterday was Monday. What day comes after Monday? Tuesday. Let's find it. Tuesday. Tuesday. Now, yesterday was the 6th, or 6. What number comes after 6? 7. Let's find it. Seven. For our date, instead of saying 7, we will say the 7th. Can you remind us of our year? 2020. All right, let's put all of that together and say today's date. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. Thank you, friends, for your help. Now let's move on to weather. Let's take this time to step outside or look outside your window and tell us what you see for the weather today. Is it rainy, sunny, maybe a bit breezy, hot, cold, warm? Let us know. Thank you for letting us know the weather today, friends. All right, we've had our calendar. We've done our weather. Let's move on to our topic for the day. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the plants and animals that live near and in our oceans. Today's book is called Seashore. Seashore was written by Emily Bone and illustrated by Cynthia Batista. A seashore is where land meets the sea. Lots of animals and plants live there. Sand is tiny pieces of broken shell and rock. Cormorant, curlew, speckled crab, plover and chicks, seals, and lapwings. Sometimes a seashore is covered in water. At other times, it is bare. Birds hunt for food. Black-headed gulls, oyster catchers, clam. Pools of water collect between rocks on some seashores. Animals live in the pools. Limpet, shrimp, blenny, periwinkle, starfish, sea stickleback, shore crab, mussel. Many seashore creatures have hard shells. Hermit crabs find old shells and live inside them. Barnacles attach themselves to rocks. They stick out their legs to catch food. Cowries crawl along the seabed looking for food. Babylonia shell, hermit crab. Barnacles and their legs. A cowrie and sea squirt. plants grow on the seashore? Seaweed grows on rocks. Sometimes it washes up on the beach. Thrift grows between rocks. Thrift, seaweed, sea holly, beach grass. Some seashore creatures have long arms called tentacles. Lions-made jellyfish have tentacles that sting. Sea anemones sting creatures that swim into their tentacles. Nautiluses use their tentacles to grab food. Lion's mane, sea anemone, shrimp, nautilus, crab. Other seashore creatures have ways to protect themselves from attackers. Porcupine fish are covered in sharp spikes. They puff up if they're attacked. A cuttlefish squirts out a cloud of ink to hide it. Sea urchins have long spikes on their bodies. Porcupine fish, sea lion, cuttlefish, shark, and sea urchins. Lots of birds live by the sea. Pelicans dive under the water and scoop up fish in their beaks. Other birds find food on the beach. Redshanks have long beaks to pull creatures out of the sand. Turnstones look under stones and seaweed for food. Pelicans, herring, redshanks, crab, turnstones. Puffins are birds that make nests on some seashores. They dig a burrow in the ground. The mother lays an egg in the burrow. She sits on the egg to keep it warm. A chick hatches. The parents collect fish to feed the chick. The chick grows bigger. It leaves the burrow. Puffins and their chick. Sea otters look for food in the sea. They dive down to pick up sea creatures. They collect rocks too. An otter lays a rock on its tummy. It hits a clam on the rock to break it open. It pulls out the insides of the clam and eats them. Sea otters collecting clams. Some seashores are very, very cold. Seals have thick, fat bodies to keep them warm. Baby seals are called pups. Penguins dive into the icy sea to catch food. Their feathers are covered in oil. This keeps out the cold water. A Weddell seal and its pup. Adelie penguin and Antarctic silverfish. Other seashores are very warm. Lots of creatures live in the warm sea. Coral is a type of animal. It clings onto rocks. Seahorse, parrotfish, coral, butterfly fish, clownfish, starfish, giant clam, and the Moorish idol. Sea turtles live in warm seas. They eat sea creatures. They come onto beaches to lay eggs. They bury their eggs in the sand. Baby turtles hatch out. They crawl back to the sea. Hawksbill sea turtle, jellyfish, sea sponge, a mud skipper is a type of fish that lives in and out of the sea. It uses its fins to move on land and swim when it's in the water. Some creatures live under the sand. Lugworms leave piles of sand as they dig down. Ghost crabs live in burrows. They come out to catch food at night. Mud skippers. Jellyfish being held by a ghost crab. Lugworms. Sometimes there are storms with very strong winds. There are big crashing waves too. Lots of things are washed onto the beach. Mussel shells, cuttlefish, heart urchin shell, blue jellyfish. The sea is calm after a storm. Birds feed on the things that were washed up. Herring, gull. The end. All right, friends. We've learned a little bit about the plants and animals that live along the seashores. We've done our calendar and our weather. It's time for our activities for the day. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a really good rest of your day. Bye, friends.